These days, it's not enough to just be good at carpet cleaning. You're also going to have a well-defined growth plan if you want to succeed in this highly competitive industry. Here at Book Cleaning Jobs, we build growth plans for our clients all the time. But even if you're not a client of Book Cleaning Jobs, you're going to need a growth plan for your cleaning business if you want to succeed. There's a couple of things that I recommend including in your growth plan. I'm going to go over all three of those things in this video. The very first thing I recommend including in your growth plan is a marketing strategy. It's not enough to hope and pray for customers to come find you. Hopes and prayers are not a marketing strategy. You're going to have to get out there and market yourself. And there's a few ways you can do that. You can focus on organic, like getting your website or your Google business profile to rank on Google. You can focus on paid, like running ads on Google Ads or Google Local Service ads or Facebook ads. You could also focus on social media or offline or traditional marketing, things like postcards, door hangers, magazine advertising, radio, broadcast TV, door knocking, 5-arounds, all kinds of stuff that you can focus on. You need to have a marketing strategy for your cleaning business though, and that's the number one thing that I recommend including in your growth plan. The number two thing that I recommend including in your growth plan is a lead response strategy. And this is where I see a lot of cleaners fail. A lot of cleaners, they figure out how to get their phone to ring, but then when the phone rings, they don't answer it. And if they get people to fill out a form on their website, they don't respond to the people who filled out the form. You need to have a lead response strategy. And when I say you need to have a lead response strategy, what I mean is you need to know what you're going to say when you pick up the phone so that when someone calls, you actually pick up the phone and say it to them. So you can write this stuff down. You can keep some copy and paste scripts. That's what I found helpful when I was running a cleaning business. I kept copy and paste scripts on hand. So if I got a quote request from my website, someone filled out the form on my website or chatted with my chatbot, I would just copy and paste an email over to them, give them the price of the job, and give them my booking link so they could book it online if they wanted to. If people called me and asked for a quote over the phone, I had my pricing memorized. Before I had it memorized, I had it written down and in front of me on a sheet so that I knew exactly what to say. I could read it off the sheet when people called, right? So have a lead response strategy, have some scripts, have your pricing on hand. The thing is, the longer people wait to hear from you, the less likely they are to book with you. The value of a lead diminishes by 80% in the first 5 minutes. So if you wait longer than 5 minutes to respond to somebody, you've just reduced your chances of booking that job by 80%. So you don't want to do that. The third thing you're going to want to include in your growth plan is a follow-up strategy. So you can market all day, you can drive leads, you can drive phone calls, you can answer the phone when it rings, you can respond to those leads. But your carpet cleaning business and your cleaning business in general is not going to grow unless you continue to follow up with those leads. And here's what I mean. A lot of cleaners go out and clean for a client one time, right? They go clean for a client one time and that's it. They don't ask for a second cleaning. They don't ask if they know somebody else who needs their carpets cleaned. They don't ever follow up again, right? There's a bunch of different ways that you can follow up with your customers. If you're paying to bring in new customers to your business, if you want to improve the lifetime value of your clients, you don't want them to come in and spend $200 one time. You want them to spend $200 per year from now until eternity. You want them to refer their friends and family. You want them to leave you reviews on Google. Those are all things you can do to increase the lifetime value of your customers and help subsidize the cost of your ads, which really just makes your ads more profitable. If you are making more money on the back end from every new customer that you bring in, then you can afford to spend more to acquire new customers. You see how that works? So your follow-up strategy is important. You're going to want to ask for reviews because reviews are extremely important these days. I recommend getting reviews on Google, Yelp, and Facebook. There's other places you can get reviews if you want, but I would focus on those. I would also ask for referrals. Ask every single customer if they know anybody who needs their carpets cleaned. Hand them a bunch of business cards on the way out the door and say, hey, give one of these cards to everybody you know who could use a carpet cleaner. And ask them to schedule the next appointment. That's the last thing you should do. Ask them to schedule the next appointment. And if you can't get them to schedule the next appointment on the spot before you leave their house from the first appointment, then follow up with them. Call them, text them, email them, send them a postcard 6 months later and say, hey, here's $10 off. Give us a call again, hire us again. Follow up with your customers. If you include those three things in your growth plan, a marketing strategy, a lead response strategy, and a follow-up strategy, you will succeed in your cleaning business. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, hit like. If you want to grow your cleaning business, hit subscribe. And if you want some help growing your cleaning business, go to BookCleaningJobs.com and request time to speak with us.